Hey guys, so let's do a little update. Welcome to my channel. Check it out. Hey, welcome to my channel. It's all about aquariums, and if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon. Anyway, so I just had to hang around. This is going to be the first episode of Waterlog. It's basically just a vlog where I'll just talk candidly about stuff and updates about my tanks, or tank right now anyways. I figured this is a little bit more candid and more casual, and just to get to know me a little bit more. To also get you guys' opinions and stuff, and honestly to fill in some of the void that's going on my channel, which is mainly trying to connect with you guys. I mostly connect mainly with you guys over at Facebook or Instagram. Enough about all that stuff. Let's check out the update on the low-tech tank. I did a couple of changes to it since the making of that video, so check it out. Okay, so here we're at. I changed some stuff on this tank. First of all, I switched it out originally to a beams work. It's something with lower light so that I could just grow the tank slowly. And I didn't inject CO2, and I decided I just wanted to look a little more lush. So I used the Fluval CO2 20-gallon system, which is a passive CO2 system, which works really well in the 10-gallon. Worked really well here too. I just had to refill it a lot more during the day. But you know, it kept the plant sustained. Now the problem is, it grew extremely slow, and it was driving me nuts. It's a huge difference from going to a Dutch style tank where you're just pumping in CO2 and highlighting and ferting the tank like crazy, and the plants are just growing like almost 2 to 3 inches, you know, almost every week, even more if I think about it. But it's different, and then going to this tank where nothing's, you know, really growing. You know, there's just some growth on the bilias, but that's about it. But let's take a look here. I'll show you what's going on. Okay, so as you can see, I told you the bilia is really growing. It's got a lot of new growth on tops ever since I started pumping CO2 in this and switched the light back to my Fluval Planet Plus. Again, I always love Fluval. Since then, things are just popping up like crazy. You see the pearl weed over there is growing spectacularly well. If you remember the video where I started this thing, I was only planting 1-inch pearl weed strings into here, and it's growing in that little bunch there. It grew slow, but now that I switched up highlighting and the CO2, it's growing tremendously fast. We got the Java ferns, which is doing good, and the Amazon swords there back there is doing excellently well. The little tiny sword that's behind that rock there is really growing, but you can't really see it. The fish are doing great. My kois are great. I lost one koi though, but I tend to expect that to happen. The cryptochlorine, wow, look at that. That thing is just going to just keep growing like crazy, especially now with the CO2 and highlighting. I'm expecting to grow a big bushel of this stuff in here, because that's what happened last time when I had it in this tank when it was a Dutch style tank. Now, remember that little one strand there? I think that's either, I don't know what that was, Luigia or whatever, if you guys can see it. Right there. It's starting to perk up now that I upped the lighting and the CO2 again. So hopefully it'll grow tall, and then I could just go ahead and keep propagating it, and then just do some other things to it. So as you can tell, I had to switch back up to the higher lighting and higher CO2. I'm going to start ferting more on this tank. I know it's already a slow substrate, but I don't know. It's just, once you get that intense adrenaline of growing plants like hardcore, you can't get rid of it. I mean, you could claim you want a calmer, relaxed life, but it doesn't work that way. You just need to drive the plants to grow faster and quicker, and you want to just see them do well. And that's just part of the problem about having that bug. So let's check this out. This is something else I want to talk about, and this is some of the plans. Now, I believe it was Susan asked me about what my next projects are in the latest live chat. So this is what I had planned out. Check it out and excuse the mess. So in this cubby hole right next to this low light tank is the where I used to have my reef tank. Now in this, like, area here, I'm going to kind of make it the shooting area for where I'm going to do most of my, you know, sit in front of the tank talks. Mostly aqua chats usually when I do it. But what I'm going to do here is build a shelf here. I'm going to build a shelf here that's about, you know, height of this cabinet you see here. I'm going to put the 40-gallon here, and I'm going to put the 20-gallon here. Okay, de-rim them and just go at it. It's going to be the reboot of Uigumi style here. And then I'm going to take that 40-gallon tank, as I've mentioned before, and de-rim that and make it into a Dutch style tank. And that's going to be fun. Now right now, in this spot where the reef tank is, we're going to move the reef tank right over here, where those tanks that I was just talking about are at right now. I'll go build my reef tank here. And I'm not playing Rico's reef tanks, or is it Rico Aquatics? I don't remember. I sat in his live chat last night, and I was just talking to the girls. They were having the girls' night live chat, and oh man, they were fun. And then they just got to talking about reefs, and I just miss doing a reef. So suddenly that timeline has jumped up. I want to try the reef, but again, first things first, we'll go back. And we'll move this over there, like I was saying. Move the Iwagumi over there. I'll move the shelf somewhere, and then we'll put the reef here. I'm going to go ahead and remove this 10-gallon here, and I'm going to scrap it and rebuild into something else later. But we'll figure it out. But that's my plan for this area here, and restarting those tanks that I was talking about. So what do you guys think? You guys like that plan? Hit that like button and let me know. Also leave a comment. Let me know what about that. And what else do I have to talk about? Oh yeah, I want to do more live streams. I want to get to, you know, just talk to you guys more face to face, like you know, live time, and then just answer your questions and stuff. So what do you think about doing it on Fridays? You know, let me know. Leave a comment down below. I'll come home from work and then just turn on the, you know, the webcam and just go at it and get some guest hosts. Get some guest hosts on and we could, you know, choose a topic and talk about that live and answer all your questions and stuff. So, you know, there's a lot of plans I have going on with this channel here. So hopefully, you know, you guys will go along with me on that. Do a lot more of these water logs as well. And oh, you know what? There was another plan I had. Now, I don't have much lighting in this room over here, but let's take a look here. What I have here are shelves. These are shelves that keeps all my wargaming stuff, you know, the terrain and stuff for gaming. Now, I'm going to take all this down. I'm going to put these in boxes because I don't game that much anymore. There's just all my friends either moved away or they moved on to other games. So, honestly, I'm just not into it that much anymore, the gaming part. And for those that watch me, sorry, let's get back in the light here. So for those who watch this channel that's from my wargaming channel, I'm rebooting that channel to just hobby only. Because I just want to get away from the gaming aspects, and there's a whole other reason to that. We'll go over that later. But what I want to do here, again, let's go into the low light here, is remove the shelving here, move all that, and then build a rack, right? A straight rack from the kitchen area over there all the way down to this wall right here. And then it'll be a rack of, I think I'm going to fit maybe hopefully three 20-gallon longs on top, and then the rack will come out in the L shape, and then put 10 gallons down there. We'll have different builds. Now, you know, I'm not Joey. I don't have a huge fish room, so fortunately I can't put 820 gallons against the wall. Oh my god, that would be so awesome. And I don't have a 2,000-gallon tank, so I'm gonna have to make do with what I have. So most of the tanks I think I'm talking about on that rack, I will try different things, mostly planet tanks, the different types of planet tanks, different aquascape ideas I'll have with it. And if you want more aquarium goodness and stuff, remember to hit that subscribe button, and we'll talk more. Leave your comments if you have any comments, any suggestions, any ideas about what's going on. And yeah, I will talk at you guys later. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry about the lighting.